All right, lads. I'll give you Blackbeard's honest opinion. You ask me, can this new captain promise you a life of prizes, plunder, and adventure? Aye. For amongst all the gentlemen of fortune sailing these West Indies, he ranks amongst the most clever. There was a time when I thought myself the deadliest scourge of these seas. But this man is a fearsome dog that feeds off trouble and turmoil. I seen him clear the deck of a Spanish galleon like it were nothing. Fighting like a devil, dressed as a man. And he's a canny one. Knows his way round every crag and crevice of these islands. So if it's fortune and adventure you seek, then Captain Edward Kenway's your man. Only, don't meddle in his private affairs. For there's more mystery to that man than even I dare ask.
And with that, welcome back to another stream of AC Black Flag as part of our historical order run. And today we're gonna continue in the year 1718 with part number 8 of our full sync historical order and no fast travel playthrough. And yeah, we're gonna move closer to finishing off with current sequence, which is, let me check again. Yeah, we currently have a tail end of sequence 6, and we got about 94% of all the side missions done at this point. So the rest of the playthrough is definitely gonna focus a lot more on the, you know, actual main story. And at this point I kinda like guess you're probably like 2/3 through the playthrough. But yeah, welcome in everyone. Hello there, Assertive. Good day. First for you this time. GG's. Hello there, Dr. Darling. Welcome in. Yeah, started it in exactly 5 seconds. ±1. Hello there, Altair. Welcome in. I'm doing well. Having a nice day over here. It's a pretty chill one, so looking forward to just, you know, chillax with some Black Flag this afternoon. How are you doing? And also, let me just take care of one thing here. Okay. So last time we've done like a pretty short session, just focusing on the side missions of the sequence. And we also started with the first main story mission, which is with Black Flag and with Blackbeard and him still looking for medicine for the Pirate Republic of Nassau. And yeah, we're kind of like moving to Charlestown next to kind of like go for the lot and try to take a, you know, big amount of medicine than just, you know, like a single crate. So yeah, we can move towards the main story here. A very nice set, Dr. Darling. That's cool that you also got the RAM now. Yeah, only a few things missing now. The most expensive ones. Let's have a look at the database if there's anything that I didn't read up on last time. Yeah, I got a new people entry here. For the latest Templar hunt here. Definitely read up on smuggler vans, but I guess there's an update here. Yeah, so the first paragraph we read last time, but then periodically some of the database entries of people actually get updates. The more you kind of like learn about them in-game. Business took turn for the worse after he met and fell in love with the Templar Jing Lang, who persuaded him to divulge knowledge of the location of buried treasure, with which he and Upton planned to fund their retirement. Paranoid, Travers developed delusions that his brother plotted to steal his treasure and Jing's heart. He broke from the creed and after a failed attempt at fratricide, was killed by Edward Kenway. And Jing Lang, born 1686 and died 1717. Born to Chinese rebels, Jing Lang came into the world fighting, but survived to become a skilled diplomat with a flair for languages and a taste for discovery. Ambitious, Lang married the son of a general in the Qing dynasty, joining the Templar Order but severing ties with her family in the process. She served as a diplomatic advisor until a shift in political tides provoked her escape into piracy. Over the next decade, she crossed every sea, developing a reputation for brutality that preceded her into most conflicts. In the West Indies, she fell under the spell of a rumored cache of treasure and feigned a romantic relationship with a one-time assassin, Vance Travers, to gain access to it. She might have been successful had it not been for Travers' brothers, Upton, an assassin who schemed to have her killed, betraying his brother in the process. She died at the age of 30. Shipwrecks. The West Indies region is often beset by hurricanes and tropical storms. Combined with the shallow waters to be found there, the result is a high incidence of shipwrecks. Especially during the Age of Sail, vessels of all sizes were frequently tossed onto rocky shores. Their stranded crews often perished before they could be rescued. It's always interesting, you know, comparing some of the AC games and how heavy they are into the database. You know, some games just have a lot more to read than others. I think Black Flag is kind of like in the middle ground, you know. It doesn't have like tons of database entries thrown at you at all times. But, you know, especially the people database entries are kind of like longer. But when you have games like AC3 or Unity and, you know, they have like so many database entries with quite long, you know, passages as well. Which in a way I kind of like, you know, because there's just so much you can learn about the time while playing it. And then you have games like Liberation, which has almost no entries of relevance to the history, I think. There's actually like database entries for locations, you know, and landmarks, but they don't have any description, just a picture. And of course you also have games where, you know, the database doesn't even exist. But at least you have, you know, something different like the Discovery Tour. Ah, nice. Haven't been underwater there yet. Nice advantage of the, you know, no fast travel is just coming across all of these locations more naturally. And also, it doesn't matter, you know, if we have to kind of like sail for places you've already been to before, because these locations unlocked quite late into our playthrough here. So it gives us something new to check out and explore. Oh yeah, no worries, idea. That's totally fine to put it into chat. And yeah, there's one specific tool I can highly recommend. I have it added to my chat. And it's been a game changer, honestly, because I haven't had any problems with bots afterwards. It automatically detects it and, you know, gets rid of it before it even, you know, comes to chat. And it's called Sari bot. I can actually put it into chat. It's like a document page where you also have the description on how to add it to your channel and stuff, but it's pretty straightforward. Very easy to set up, and yeah, I can highly recommend it. It really, you know, makes it so that you have no issues whatsoever with bots anymore. No worries for that idea. Definitely hope it helps. Can definitely be annoying, you know, especially when bots come in and just end up spamming with like a bunch of messages like back to back. Oh geez, that's a white whale. Is this where we have the Easter egg? Might be. I wanna check that out, even if I take some damage here. It's fine. I wanna see if this is indeed the place. Because there's one Easter egg you can observe where like a kraken is taken down. Yeah, that's it. You can see the tentacles here. So if you look through this window, I think it is over here. For long enough. And you should unlock. You also see my oxygen isn't going down, right? And there you have it. Secret cutscene. Poor white whale. But yeah, that's metal. Nature's metal. And there it is, the plan. That's all we need here. Not too worried about the other chest. For the lead mortars. Oh yeah. You know, one thing I should probably also check quite soon is any treasure maps for like elite plans, and if we are anywhere close to those islands, actually get them. Because I would really like to max out my Jackdaw on this playthrough for sure. So if there's no description whatsoever on the treasure map, it means it's just like a money reward. Yeah, there's elite mortar storage. That's over here on Matanzas. You know what, I'm actually gonna make a list of locations that are kinda like worth revisiting. Oh yeah, Andreas Island. Well, that's definitely exactly on the way here, so we can definitely get the elite harpoon plan next. Good thing I checked, otherwise I would have just passed this without paying much notice. Not like the elite harpoon is like, you know, super important, but it's gonna speed up the hunting process quite a bit. I think there's still like, you know, a few great white sharks and another elite like white whale I wanna hunt, which are among the more difficult ones. Nice camera. Indeed. Got me some treasure. Some trinkets. Ah yeah, elite heavy shot storage. That's in the petite cavern. Ah, yeah. So this is a place we still have to get to and unlock. Pretty sure this is where we have the observatory. But that's why it's not like marked as a location yet. And we also can't go there either. So that's something we're just gonna get to automatically. And yeah, that's all the elite plans we currently have as like a treasure map. Yes. So really only two locations of interest to us at the moment, which is Matanzas and the Petite Cavern.
Captain's helm!
Loose and trim too!
Please tell me, what is this sailboat's name? Sailboat Lucky. Tell me now, what is this good boat's name?
Larboard, Captain! Some wrecked cargo adrift here,
Well,
sir.
now, me boys, we are bound out to sea. Sailboat Lucky. Oh, windward Caroline, come down to me. Sailboat Lucky. She's lovely aloft, and she's lovely below. Sailboat Lucky. But she's best on her back, as you very well know. Sailboat Lucky. Away in St. George's Town. Sailboat Lucky.
Dark skies and rough seas there!
Admitted Adewale, you just didn't want to listen to the chanty anymore. Ah yeah, the revenge. Do know the ship. That's Steve Bonnet's ship right there, I believe. Because the next cutscene we're gonna be seeing will be in May of 1718. And it will be the last time we actually see Steve Bonnet in the game alive. Unfortunately.
All sail! She'll take it!
Crowd on all the sail we have!
You know, this might actually be a good time to have a look at the real life Steve Bonnet. Because the game doesn't like give us, you know, like so much, you know, historical information, I guess. You're so sick and tired of all the ads on Twitch that you caved and subbed to Turbo. Not Turno. Turno. Never heard of that one. But yeah, that's definitely fair, dude. I don't blame you. Just definitely really overboard what Twitch is doing with all the ads, you know. And I already have it to like a minimum possible on my channel. But yeah, even at that point, you know, just gonna litter you with ads all the time. Which is also one of the reasons why quite a few people have left Twitch behind as a viewing experience and switched to other platforms. Can't blame them. Ah yeah, so this at least doesn't, you know, contradict with what the game is telling us, because we see him the last time in May of 1718, but he does actually die in December. I'm trying to look at the mission list and actually see if that matches with a mission where we learn about Stede Bonnet's death. Interesting, so the whole process of Marion N and Edward being in prison, which is when he kind of like learns about, you know, the other pirate's death. That happens in like 1721, so almost 3 years, you know, really after Stede Bonnet died. Given that he dies, you know, at the end of the year. So Edward actually learns about it very late. But they kind of talk about it in the game as if, you know, he was recently deceased or something. Yeah, assertive? Yeah, that's insane. I mean, I get, you know, doing like an ad break every hour or so. So new people coming in are not getting like, you know, ads immediately, but every 10 minutes it's like... You're definitely trying to capitalize on the goodwill of people having the patience to sit through those just to kind of like talk to you again. And, you know, apart from that, as a viewing experience, it just really sucks being like constantly drawn out of like moments that are happening or like conversations. But yeah, I don't do ad breaks, I just have my pre-roll ads, so people will have ads when they join the stream. But at least they won't really have ads afterwards again, hopefully. For the remainder of this day. Also, Stede only was 30 years old when he died. Damn. But it makes sense, I guess. Like, Edward also isn't... like, he's in his 20s at this point. Yeah, same here. I'd rather just, you know, sit for like a longer ad and do something else than have that, you know, constantly happen.
Stede Bonnet, circa 1688 to 10 December 1718, A was an English pirate who was known as the Gentleman Pirate, 1. Because he was a moderately wealthy landowner before turning to a life of crime. Bonnet was born into a wealthy English family on the island of Barbados, and inherited the family estate after his father's death in 1694. Despite his lack of sailing experience, Bonnet decided he should turn to piracy in the spring of 1717. He bought a sailing vessel, the Revenge, and traveled with his paid crew along the eastern seaboard of what is now the United States, capturing other vessels and burning other Barbadian ships.
That's cool. That the name is like exactly matching with the in-game one. I have to say it's kind of convenient having like a read aloud function. Sometimes. You made it further than Steed did. Accomplishment. Yeah, same here. I'm gonna make it beyond him in 5 days actually. Which is when I'm turning 31. So then I will also have made it past Steed.
Bonnet set sail for Nassau in the Bahamas, to the haven for pirates known as the Republic of Pirates, but he was seriously wounded en route during an encounter with a Spanish warship. After arriving in Nassau, Bonnet met the infamous pirate Blackbeard. Incapable of leading his crew, Bonnet temporarily ceded his ship's command to Blackbeard. Before separating in December 1717, Blackbeard and Bonnet plundered and captured merchant ships along the east coast. After Bonnet failed to capture the Protestant Kaiser, his crew abandoned him to join Blackbeard aboard the Queen Anne's Revenge. Bonnet stayed on Blackbeard's ship as a guest, and did not command a crew again until summer 1718. When he was pardoned by North Carolina Governor Charles Eden and received clearance to undertake privateering against Spanish shipping interests. Bonnet was tempted to resume his piracy but did not want to lose his pardon, so he adopted the alias, Captain Thomas, and changed his ship's name to Royal James. He had returned to piracy by July.
Guess he couldn't stop. He was too drawn to it. Which is kind of funny because in-game, you know, it's kind of like, yeah, maybe I'm not really made for pirating, you know. So kind of leaves behind and then, you know, he still returns to it. I guess he just couldn't help himself. But it's really cool, you know, how much the, you know, at least what we can read here on Wikipedia is matching up to what's, you know, happening in the game. You know, that also he's kind of like joining Blackbeard among, you know, the Queen Anne's Revenge crew. And staying there as a guest. Indeed assertive. Yeah, seems like.
In August, Bonnet anchored Royal James on an estuary of the Cape Fear River to careen and repair the ship. In late August and September, Colonel William Rhett, with the authorization of South Carolina's Governor Robert Johnson, led a naval expedition against pirates on the river. Rhett's and Bonnet's men engaged in combat for hours, but the outnumbered pirates ultimately surrendered. Rhett arrested the pirates and brought them to CHARLES-TOWNE, now Charleston, South Carolina, in early October. Bonnet escaped on the 24th of October, but was soon recaptured on Sullivan's Island. On the 10th of November, Bonnet was brought to trial and charged with 2 acts of piracy. Judge Nicholas Trott sentenced him to death. Bonnet wrote to Johnson to ask for clemency, but Johnson endorsed the judge's decision, and Bonnet was hanged in CHARLES-TOWNE on the 10th of December.
Man, that's really ironic that, you know, we're kind of currently going to CHARLES-TOWNE and we're actually saying goodbye to Steve Bonnet. Seeing him sailing away from CHARLES-TOWNE, only for him to having to return to CHARLES-TOWNE to be hanged there. That's really cool, you know, like so many details you can read here, you know, the fact he talks about Barbados, you know, and owning an estate where, you know, it's like exactly what he tells us in the game, you know. And it just really shows, you know, even if this is kind of like very superficial research, you know, just like, you know, having like a bit of a look at like Wikipedia facts and stuff, but still, you know, like a lot of, or some of the AC games haven't made, you know, even this amount of research sometimes for like the base writing, you know, like certainly, you know, research in like creating the game, but that doesn't always translate over to the actual writing department. I mean, you know, AC Shadows, for example, or AC Odyssey are good examples, you know, where they certainly have done their research in the creation process, but it seems like it doesn't always match with writing or what's happening in the game. But yeah, this one aligns quite well actually. But yeah, of course there's much more in-depth information to read here. But yeah, I just wanted to have a bit of a look at you know, the actual historical characters database Wikipedia entry. But yeah, it's quite interesting how much there is about him. So they quoted the Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag novel, did they? Black Flag Guide. So they just used the game as a source. And that's why it aligns so well, you know? Yeah, no, not quite. But they definitely, you know, use those as sources in some ways. (1724) General History of Pirates. It's always like a question, you know, like, I mean, in general, like when you're doing historical research, how authentic, of course, the information are that you're actually reading, especially, you know, if like the person who wrote it couldn't be confirmed. Yeah, you know, it's just like a pen name, really. And of course, you also have to consider the kind of like perspective of a person writing it, you know. For example, looking at a game like AC Valhalla, you know, a lot of the historical documents and records are written by predominantly Christian sources. And you can of course assume that they maybe didn't have always the best of interest of the Vikings at heart, writing about them. But yeah, so much to that. Let's go to the game. So you're turning 32 in a few months, Assertive. Very cool. And then next year it's gonna be a bit of a, how do you say? We say like champagne number here. When you have like 11, 22, 33, 44, etc.
Heyo, Bonnet! Flying your own flag at last!
Yes, Blackbeard cut me loose, sadly. Time to have a go at this myself.
Well, that's grand.
Yes, it's for the best, I think. I should have some wild stories when next we meet. Edward! Your constant friendship has been my most treasured find on these seas. Well above gold and silver and rum, I prize the courage you have inspired in me this year. Thank you, sir. A fair good morrow to you.
This breaks my heart. But yeah, it's a decision that, you know, Steed really made for himself there. I guess full on knowing that, you know, he's not really cut out for this, but that's what he wanted.
Are you not loved? No! Are you not wanted by your wives and families and countrymen? How else to explain your government's complete disinterest in your well-being? Hostages! For medicines! These were my only terms! And yet, 6 days of pure fucking silence. So I must conclude that you men are the pariahs of Charlestown, and I would profit better by using your organs for chum and your bones for char. By Christ! This is my predicament. To kill you, or to press you into my service. It's a decision I'll make hardly, but not with remorse. Ahoy, Edward.
What the hell are you doing, man? All of Charleston can see this mess.
It's the idea. Out of range, but well in sight.
So where's the medicine?
I sent a party ashore to partner with the governor. That were a week ago. No noise since.
I'll handle it. Give me a day.
There's movement up ahead. Is it soldiers?
Aye, and in something of a hurry. I propose we follow, else they spring something we ain't ready for.
Just gonna have a quick look if there already is an objective here, but there isn't. This mission actually has a very specific date too. It's the 29th of May, 1718.
What you thinking?
Blackbeard's been at this 8 days already. So it's a good bet someone out there has prepared the medicines, just in case.
Ah, but they're stalling. Thinking up ways to avoid paying it out.
Aye, so let's find where they've gathered and hope for the best.
You know, it's a bit funny that we're actually
Close to a watchtower.
sailing these waters with a ship. At least they address it. They don't in Rogue and sailing through River Valley, which you cannot do for most of the game.
Keep her at half sail, Captain. Speed will do us no favors here. Careful with the banks. We cannot pass them undetected, Captain. And there is no other way.
There's always another way.
All stop!
let him. What knows his...
Shit got away.
I do love the atmosphere here, though, and kind of like the change of environments.
I see them. Over there. The Hoby River remains this wide.
This ship's built for the open ocean, not stuck in bayous.
If we run aground here, we may never get out. Be sure they don't spy us trailing them. Steady as she goes, Captain. They're getting away, Captain.
Then I'll have to go on without her. I'll be back with the medicines.
Aye, sir.
Ah yeah, this is the crocodile mission. Gotta use deep darts on crocodile 3 times and skin a crocodile. Remember also we crocodiles trying to eat us while we're trying to escape. Lots and lots of crocodiles in this mission.
If he's not the devil himself, but surely he's made some pact with hell. Only be thankful his ship remains anchored and hasn't torn apart into the art of CHARLES-TOWNE. They'll be hunted down eventually, every last one of them.
Who's that now?
Two old gators come for their supper.
The old mucker. Warm tonight, isn't it?
We talk about our weather another time, mate. Bit of a hurry. Lock end, back end too. Going land crazy. This dirty puddle hole.
One would suppose all this was for gold, or rum at least.
Nothing but medicine to cure whatever ailments fester aboard their vessel.
Syphilis and scurvy, no doubt. What noxious coffins these pirate ships must be.
I see any crocodiles there. I could have sworn I saw something past the boat.
No? Quiet night. Wait till you showed up. Go on then. Captain's waiting.
No, sir.
Good. Captain Wyatt is not a patient man.
Hello! Is that Ryder yonder?
The very same.
Then speed along. You're expected. And you know how.
Oh, Christ!
He took him! He took him! I told you!
Just row! For God's sake, row!
I told you there was something. Didn't I tell you? Oh, God.
Let's just get out of here!
Requiescat in pace. What a way to go.
I thought we'd never make it.
I apologize. There was an accident. Private Simon! This crocodile.
I don't care about your accidents. What's the word from the harbor, soldier? Speak.
No change, sir. They're holding fast, but are yet to kill or maim any of the captives, near as we can tell. Perhaps it's time to...
To surrender? I've been entrusted with the affairs of the town, and I do not intend to bow to the demands of a pirate, no matter how fierce his reputation.
Yes, sir.
As long as the supply key is with me, no man shall touch that medicine. May plague and calamity strike them all.
Bloody idiot.
What?
Pirates! The ship's here! Pirates!
Fall back! To the mansion!
Die! Hey, get him! He's training you down. Kill him! Kill him! There's an intruder! Get him! Do something, you fools! Intruder! Help!
Oh God! Oh God, save me! And flay all you devils! Ah!
Blackbeard made you as good an offer as ever a man got from any pirate. You might curse his methods, but medicine was all he wanted. And now he'll get it. You should have bartered, mate.
He has returned, Captain!
What's the take? 2 crates. And the means for mixing additional doses.
That's right thinking. Precious little of that these days. You hear that, Mr. Rags? My young friend returns with offerings and so saves your scrawny neck. Will you not thank him?
We should quit these waters, Thatch. The governor, he's bound to muster more soldiers.
You go on ahead. I got some business in the north.
You're done, aren't you? Giving up on us. On Nassau.
Look, lad. I'm late into my 4th decade on this earth. And if I don't find some means to make the 5th quiet and cozy voyage, I'd rather sink to the devil's doorstep than call myself captain another year. We'll meet again, lad. In this world. Or the one below.
In this world of the one below. When we're both gonna meet up on Davy Jones' crew. And just stay there into eternity. But yeah, such a great mission, you know, from the cutscenes of Blackbeard at the start and end to, you know, the kind of like chase of the English commander. Just such a fun mission and very badass. But yeah, that finishes the last mission of sequence 6-2. Now we only have 2 more side missions to do in this sequence, and then we can move on to sequence 7 already.
Do you have a minute? I'm on my way upstairs. IBJ wanted to talk with us about putting together a trailer using some of the footage you've been recording this past month. Take your time. I'll meet you by the elevator.
Alright, the most important historical part of this game, the modern day. Which won't be the focus whatsoever, so we're just gonna, you know, play for the main story of modern day and then moving on back to the historical part.
I just watched some of your footage from this week. It's amazing. Blackbeard was mental. And we all got so excited that we started talking about this idea for a trailer about him. Maybe start with him drinking, talking to some pirates, telling a story.
Which is exactly the trailer you see at the beginning of the game when you launch it and you don't move on to the main screen.
Leaping across the deck of his boat and, sorry, his ship, not boat, but jumping around the deck of his ship, swinging from ropes and fighting like a devil. I mean, obviously we're gonna have to manipulate some of the existing footage to get it looking good, but it could be great. I'm getting a shiver in my timbers just thinking about it. Sorry. Bonjour, ça va? I hope we're not late.
No, you can go right.
Hi, Melanie. I saw you just walked in. I need a few minutes with you alone. Laetitia is on the phone and we're discussing the Canway project.
Oh, yes, of course. Sorry about this. I'll call you when we're ready.
Shouldn't be long.
Hello? Hello? Do you have a second? Of course you do. Head to the waypoint on your map. I have another job for you. I'd like to link all the cameras in the building to a central monitoring system, but most aren't calibrated correctly. Another locked door. Not a problem. Voila. You now have level 2 security clearance. Not bad for your first few weeks. Find the camera control station. I'll update your communicator. Ah, this is an interesting security measure. It looks like you need to find the right combination of numbers to adjust the wave. Easy enough, right? Pick a number selector, then change its value. Once you find the right combination of numbers, you should get access. It works.
And if we want information on assassins or Templars or the observatory or whatever the fuck else interests us, Olivier, you will deliver it. Full stop.
Uh-huh.
I understand that, Laetitia. I'm sorry if that came out wrong. We are not trying to be a bottleneck here, but we just don't have the resources right now to do 2 times the research.
Finding that balance is your priority. Your entertainment products are simply a means to pay the bills for larger and more important work. That's the way the world works. Dirty money buys clean hospitals. You get it?
We're on board, Letitia, rest assured. We have our best employee working on this, but it will take time.
That means you.
Good. And thank you. The both of you. I look forward to seeing what you deliver. Until then, I'll see you at the shareholders meeting. meeting, Olivier?
Looking forward to it. Bye-bye. Tabarnak! It's a little too early for that kind of abuse, huh? Come on.
So, what's next?
We do as the lady says. Focus on the observatory.
Assassins, Templars, crazy talk. I'm curious about this shareholders meeting, though. How about you break into Olivier's office and see if you can find his schedule? Oh, what? You don't like that idea? Well, how about I blow the fucking whistle on you, hacker? I own you. What I mean is, I don't want to ruin your life. So, do as I say. Now, step over to the window.
Yeah, that got a bit intense very fast. You heard it, best employee? I know, right? The best worker. That's me. It's me. Employee of the month.
You can't waltz into Olivier's office through the front door, so I've opened another route. Up we go. Did you know that Abstergo was run by Templars? Oh, yes. Sounds like crackpot stuff, I know. But then again, the moon landing was fake, right? So, anything's possible. All right. Either you walk through that door or throw yourself off the terrace. Those are your options. Oh, well done, kiddo. Find his computer. Make it snappy. We're looking for the shareholders meeting schedule. It's worth a lot of money to us.
I'm trying to think how awkward it would be to actually use some of these, you know, chairs and sofas. I mean, look at how big the sitting space is there on these chairs, for instance. For people with like really short legs, that might be a problem. And, you know, the sofa kind of like being a bit shaped like the Animus in a way, you know. More like a lying down kind of like sofa. But I definitely like the designs behind Abstergo stuff, you know, what they kind of like went for and how they kept it consistent.
Be careful now. As the data moves, there are security programs constantly monitoring the data flow. You need to sneak past them, or they will destroy your data and send it back home.
Okay, so this is just purely modern day information, and while we talk about historical settings and stuff, you know, this is more like lore based really, so this time will be the first time in a long, you know, series of playthroughs, so I won't be reading this. But it's a pretty cool document though, because it actually, see, I'm still gonna talk about it. But they kind of like talk about potential settings, you know, some of the settings we're actually gonna see in the future, like to the very right, the French Revolution and the Women's March being, you know, one of the even playable co-op missions in Unity. They also have a picture of Assassin's Creed 2 and Venice, and there's a picture of the pyramids and, you know, Egypt. So this one was actually pretty cool in terms of like, you know, giving us a bit of a glimpse into the future settings without knowing what would actually come around and happen. Hello Vadex, welcome in and good day. Hope you're having a nice morning so far.
You sneaky bastard. A pirate through and through, ain't ya? Now, get down to the lobby. there's a courier waiting. Yeah, that's right. I've been planning this for a few hours. Now, wait. The receptionist. Hold on. I'll try something. As gullible as ever. Now, hurry down to the lobby before I remotely detonate your earpiece. Don't even think about ratting me out. My tracks are covered. Yours ain't.
Like the allongé? I practiced.
I think you pulled it a little too long.
Oh, come on. It's not encrypted code, for God's sakes. It's just a bloody coffee.
It's not just coffee, Sean. Coffee is a way of life. You can't overbrew your coffee. But it's such a funny kind of like continuous story, you know, Sean and making coffee. And how he always argues how he knows how to make coffee, but everyone else says he makes horrible one. And the irony of him working in Abstergo now, you know, at a coffee stand, making bad coffee for the Abstergo employees. You know, that's some proper payback there for what they've done. Serve bad coffee.
Oh, hooray! It's our old friend.
Hey there, I just got a call about picking up another transfer.
Oh? You said you were here to see me.
Yes, that is one of the perks. Let's see it. A conference in Chicago, very nice. Thanks for this. We'll be in touch.
Ciao, Rebecca. Text me.
Stuff it, Hastings.
Well done, friend. Very well done. Apologies for my temper tantrum there. You are with the good guys, I promise. We'll keep you safe. Trust me. Go on back to work. We'll be in touch.
For some reason I don't trust him. Don't know what it is. Maybe the fact he told me that he owns me could have something to do with it.
Minutes not affecting the animate. Security tell me that. Just if it happens.
I've an awful feeling about this. You'll be hurt out there. I couldn't handle that.
I'll be careful, I promise. And when I'm flush with coin and set up, I'll send for you. I will.
Caroline, come away! Don't exert yourself!
I can't promise I'll come, Edward. If you leave on this fool's errand, I cannot promise anything.
Don't give up on me, Caroline. Not when I need your faith the most.
Free Duolingo sub that I will never use. P.
Putting some shape to your sentiments?
Just a short letter home. I reckon she's past caring anyway.
Oh, you're a hard heart that should be softer.
Or soft in parts that should be hard.
And how is it you're so keen for his hard parts, Mr. Rackham?
You'd like to know my secrets, would you?
Oh, aye. Give me a small hint, like. Or a large one if you're an upright gentleman.
Open your hand.
Oh.
Who's shooting?
Might be them ships sliding into port.
Jesus.
Darling Dude, thank you so much for the 7 months of resubbing. And yeah, that's right, they have kind of like Duolingo drops right now, don't they? Honestly, I can recommend Duolingo. It's a pretty neat kind of like start to learn a language. And depending on your level, you can also kind of like advance a bit further. You don't have to start from like 0. But it's definitely a more fun way, I think, to learn a language, because it's kind of like more gamified, I guess. Is that a suggestion to summon your inner German? Maybe it is. It depends, I guess. Maybe your inner Finnish person. Maybe that. Or maybe your inner Viking with some Norwegian. Why not?
Clear on the morning watch, Captain.
Okay, so we can't actually leave. Oh yeah, shit. Look at this. That's a proper blockade right there. So technically I still want to do 2 naval missions before we do the next main story mission. But this is kind of like locked us in here. But that's fine, because those 2 naval missions are kind of like just generally set in the year 1718. So we have still plenty of time to do it afterwards. But yeah, I guess that means we're gonna do a bunch of main story back to back now, pretty much the entirety of sequence 7, because that's how long it takes to actually escape the blockade here and, you know, deal with the king's pardon and all that. That's a close foe. Aren't half the ships in range of a fort? Yeah, kinda. But I think still that they would hugely outmatch us here. We don't even have, you know, Blackbeard's defense anymore. Because he used to kind of like guard, you know, Nassau with the Queen Anne's Revenge. What do you mean, 1 water blast and you are through? Yeah, easy. I want to change my outfit here. How about we go back to the Shark Hunter outfit? Let's also get the privateer cutlasses.
Why, thanks. 'Tis much to my mind.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, definitely very close in that regard, you know. Could of course extend the blockade further instead of that close. Would make sense. But yeah, I guess it's definitely, you know, kind of like to visually tell the player that they can't get out of here. And of course the map is also kind of like compressed as well. That lady doing some parkour. GG. Let's have a quick look if there's any new database entries here. I have for CHARLES-TOWNE. Founded in 1670, CHARLES-TOWNE would grow to become Charleston, one of colonial America's busiest ports. In the early 1700s, defensive walls were built around the city's perimeter to defend the sparse settlement against attacks from Spanish and French privateers. Ironically, Blackbeard settled there with a pardon and continued his pirating ways in collusion with the colony's governor.
Well, I'll be hanged. King George has grown tired of our shenanigans. Who's the grim fella?
That's Captain Woods Rogers. Not a man I want seeing my face.
We desire a parley with the men who call themselves governors of this island. Charles Vane, Ben Hornigold, and Ed Thatch. Come forth, if you please.
Hear about the King's pardon, I reckon.
What the hell is Hornigold doing?
Lily-livered punk!
What are you men up to?
I am grateful for your geniality, Captain Hornigold. I assumed our reception would be a troubled one.
Don't mistake my decorum for deference, Governor. I'm eager to hear what you have to say, but of uncertain mind otherwise.
Very well put. And it's a fairer shake than I expected to see from any pirate. But I promise fair treatment to all who hear me out.
Only wait a while longer, Governor.
I'm surprised they actually survived that.
These rascals will show their true colors in time.
Calm, Commodore Chamberlain. I have given Captain Hornigold my word that we will be equitable.
Won't do you a lick of good. Men like him are a blight on His Majesty's reputation and a peculiar cancer afflicting the new world. The King wants them eradicated, above all else.
Is this the town square?
As close to one as we've ever had.
Incredible. It's no cleaner than a dog's kennel. Captain Hornigold, please call your men.
Rackham, Vane! The Governor's come calling. Bring Burgess and Corcoran as well.
Yeah, there's actually quite a few new characters here. I wonder if there's already entries unlocked here. Not yet. Because the game doesn't like update you about when a new entry is being added or not.
And take this shanty town as if it were your own.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Why did I have to get stuck there?
Run out, lads!
and take this shanty town as if it were your own.
Aye, the king has been particularly ineffective in bringing about this change, hasn't he? And has failed at all attempts until now.
Careful how you talk about His Majesty, Governor. You're here at his pleasure.
I have my methods, Commodore, and I expect you to honor them to the letter. Fast, a lot of you. Make way for the king's emissaries.
Out of the... bastards! Go on!
Our only aim here is to treat with the masters of this community. All others are encouraged to go about their usual business.
Go on, move! Go!
Commodore Chamberlain, please see that all merchants, masons, and carpenters are rounded up and brought to me this afternoon. We must see about repairing this fortress.
We should be confiscating weapons, Governor. Send these pirates a clear, strong message that the king's emissaries are not to be trifled with.
I have no wish to stir up animosity here, Commodore. And though well armed, we are outnumbered by a decent margin. Slow persuasion is our best and most efficient weapon.
Twaddle, Governor. We should sink every goddamn ship not flying the king's colors. To do otherwise projects a certain weakness in our bearing.
Silence, Commodore! I am the goddamn governor here, serving at the king's pleasure, and I will make the bloody decisions. Is that clear, sir?
Aye, sir. Your wishes are clear as crystal.
These are the charts, Commodore. We're in position.
Governor Rogers believes he can make men of these monkeys yet. I do not. Return to your post and await my orders.
He has better things to do than check on his mate who just got put down from a ledge.
We do hereby promise and declare that in case any of the said pirates shall on or before the 5th of September, in the year of our Lord 1718, surrender him or themselves to any one of the principal secretaries of state, island, or to any governor or deputy governor of any of our plantations beyond the sea, every such pirate and pirate so surrendering him or themselves as aforesaid shall have our gracious pardon of and for such his or their piracy or piracies by him or them committed before the 5th of January next ensuing. And we do hereby strictly charge and command all our admirals, captains, and other officers at sea, and all our governors and commanders of any fort, castle, or other places in our plantations, and all our officers, civil and military, to seize and take such of the pirates who shall refuse or neglect to surrender themselves accordingly.
I think sometimes Woods Rogers likes to just say words, you know, and keep on yapping forever. Hello there, Capsi, welcome in. And thank you so much for the raid, for the follow.
Commodore! Lost! I pray you take the prudent course, gentlemen, and accept the king's pardon as soon as your hearts allow. For until such time, all of you will be confined in Nassau. I am sorry for this, but in lieu of a public trial, this pardon is your best bet.
The governor puts it far too brightly, maggots. Take this message home. Accept the king's protection forthwith, or we will raise this town to its foundation and stretch your bloody necks.
Peace! Commodore Chamberlain, we are messengers, not executioners. Not yet.
Oh, thank you, sir. God save you.
Look on this as a stroke of fortune, lads. We should take the king's pardon and salvage what dignity we own.
Peace. I'll be hanged before I surrender to that bobby.
Check your head, Vane. We had here a rare opportunity, a chance to take something base and shape it into a government made and maintained by men of vision. But in 2 years, we pissed it away. I won't make that mistake again.
It's truth he's telling, and you whelps can't handle it. Adieu, you forecastle-headed fuddlers. See you at the gallows.
You'll all be dead men! Bastards! I need a drink.
So much to the pardon. But you can tell why Woodes Rogers might have been successful in his means, you know, because in comparison to, you know, some of the others on the British side, you know, he's still more tempered, I guess. He at least gives them, you know, a chance to survive. Bit of workout. It's kind of funny because I'm actually trying to climb it, but whenever Edward is trying, he doesn't make it for some reason. Mormic, just as a clarification for your comments, Brits and French did harass Russians under Kronstadt and did try and bombard Surmondina, Swearborg, but otherwise stayed away and raided campaigned in Ireland. I see.
Look at him. Turncoat. Makes me bloody ill to think on how many times I've put up with Hornigold and his self-righteous shite.
Verily, you are a man of principle, Captain Hornigold. A man I believe I can trust with my best ideas.
Faith, and we'll survive this, Charles, with our pride intact.
That's confidence. You brewed a plan I might get a taste of?
Nassau is over, that's plain to see. I say we skip out tonight and regroup at my compound.
Fair enough. What's your angle?
The Brits have brought their supplies ashore, see? If we nick some gunpowder and pine pitch, we can build a fire ship and send it straight at the blockade, blasting it to smithereens.
Aye. We'll use Rackham's ship. You're a capable captain.
My conscience is clear.
Right. When you get the gunpowder, I'll secure the pine pitch.
I like how Edward puts on the invisible hood. You gotta kill 4 guards, 1 kill streak, and use blow darts on guards as well. Okay, let's try to get that kill streak first. Then take care of the blow darts. Thank you, Mormic. The perks of being a native German speaker.
Get away.
I'll make short work of you.
Bastards on the sight.
What the fuck? Jesus. Fucking damage on people who are berserked. It did like, I don't know, 400% as much as damage or something. So you're better not in combat while, you know, fighting a berserked enemy. Can backfire quite quickly.
Keep dreaming, you dumb.
Are you looking for me?
I don't want any part of this! Damn it! I don't want any part of this! Damn it! He's over there! Shit! Alarm!
Bastards on the sight!
Got a clear shot of sight.
He's mine! Clear shot! Right now, my man. Get the back!
He's trying to shake us! Keep on, boys!
Alarm!
Ah, clear shot! Perhaps he's not running.
Heavy or not,
Yeah, that's what I also thought, you know, how is that carrying all these kegs? How did this guy not see me?
You're not that quick! There, go after the bat!
We were not close enough together to be able to double assassinate them. How dare you? Okay, we got all the objectives completed. Time to get the last keg here.
Go! Die! Hey, look there!
Can't he get away, corpse?
You're gonna hunt! He's over there!
Social distancing, good against COVID and assassins. It protects you on multiple layers. Okay, let's have a look if there's any new entries now. Ah yeah, there are indeed. John Cockram, born 1689, died 1719. A close friend and confidant of Benjamin Hornigold, little else is known about John Cockram. Our records indicate that he was a pirate for a few years, prior to 1718, before he surrendered to the king's emissaries. It's likely he fell into pirate hunting after that, as most reformed ruffians were wont to do. Peter Chamberlain, born 1660s and died 1719. Commodore Peter Chamberlain sailed into the history books on the coattails of Woodes Rogers, privateer captain and governor of the Bahamas. Though charged with the task of helping Rogers carry out his reforms and issuing King George's pardon, Chamberlain had an irrational and burning hatred for his civilian commander and flouted Rogers' orders as often as possible. Gruff and humorless, Peter Chamberlain was nevertheless respected by his men as a man of fortitude and cunning, and his willful defiance of civil authority only bolstered his reputation amongst the rank and file. And Josiah Burgess, born 1689 and died in 1721. A close friend and confidant of Benjamin Hornigold, little else is known about Josiah Burgess. Our records indicate that he was a pirate for a few years prior to 1718. Okay, so it's basically the exact same entry as the other guy. Don't want to give feedback to you, Soft. You don't? But they need all the feedback. How else are they gonna streamline the experience further?
Come on, boys, you're lagging.
It's this bloody hemp.
Lieutenant.
Aye, sir.
The Commodore fears a revolt is nigh. His orders are to sink every goddamn pirate ship now anchored in that harbor, tonight.
It's by the governor's wishes, sir.
This is a direct order, soldier. You will take position on the grounded galleon and await the Commodore's further orders. Is that clear?
Aye, sir.
The conniving bastard. Someone ought to slit the Commodore's throat before he gets a chance to bark those orders.
You think so?
We're dead in the water otherwise.
All right, I'll kill him.
Your brains are baked. I won't take no part in killing the Commodore. Not one of the King's men.
But we can't risk our good fortune. I'll be waiting for you.
Good fortune, huh? You know, replaying the main story now, it's actually indeed crazy how many tailing missions there are.
Sir, we have information for the Commodore on an urgent matter. Carry on.
Looks a sour blood between them two, Rogers and Chamberlain. What's the issue?
Commodore don't think much is millions, and there's a rumor going around that Rogers is some kind of Jacobite, or worse, that he's a Catholic.
I could think of worse.
Jesus.
Where do you think you're going? And a clear shot!
Maybe I should have restocked on my sleep darts before this mission. That's funny. So it actually saves the guard already killed from a stalking zone, even though it was the same dude.
Sir, we have information for the Commodore, an urgent matter. Carry on.
Looks a sour blood between them two, Rogers and Chamberlain. What's the issue?
Commodore don't think much is millions, and there's a rumor going around that Rogers is some kind of Jacobite, or worse, that he's a Catholic.
I could think of worse.
Got all those two men there. You lads, follow away aboard. The Commodore has a job for you.
Is that really necessary?
What's he on? Capital. Absolute capital. It's charging or something. Rum myself.
I heard the Commodore ranting and raving about Woods Rogers, calling him a heathen and whatnot. What's happened to set them two off?
Hush, man. You don't want the governor's ire brought down on you. He's a mysterious sort.
Well, I'm much more afraid of the Commodore, in truth. He's a serious chap. No sense of humor.
shit. No, I didn't see you there. It's fine. Just a bit of a chaotic tailing mission. Alright. Gotta air assassinate Chamberlain here. Didn't they say that Chamberlain died in 1719? They sure did. Now we are actually in July of 1718 here, so there's a bit of a discrepancy, I guess. But to be fair, I don't mind this too much, you know, if it's like just like a year difference or so. In fact, already in AC1, a game that prides itself on like historical accuracy according to the deaths that happen. While, you know, those people did die, I guess, at some point, they definitely all didn't die in the year 1191 either. So I'm actually surprised of how accurate the game is in general here, you know, according to when people are dying. But this is one of the first where it doesn't really seem to match up. Exactly.
Remember our object, lads.
Come on.
To punch holes in every goddamn pirate ship anchored in the northern harbor. You!
Nobody has seen anything.
Already forward? Wait for my signal, please!
Oh man, I tried to land on that platform below me. Didn't quite work out. Hello there, Arizona. Welcome in. And good day to you.
Hold you!
The governor's given us a pardon, Commodore. Don't a man's word mean anything in these times?
Has syphilis clouded your mind? Why scratch and claw to protect such squalor? Your parasites feeding off the industry of honest men.
Much like King George in that respect.
Know your place, peasant! You may have taken my life, but you have not improved your own by any measure.
Does some purpose keep you talking?
If not for that heathen, Governor Rogers, I'd have seen you hanged from your own cross trees. Worm. All of you.
Hey, nur Insult. Worm. It's simple, yet effective. Ahoy there, pirate. How goes it? Hello there, Mita. Welcome in, dude. It's going very good. Yeah, making some good progress on the main story. Now that we have finished so many side missions already, we're definitely gonna focus a bit more on that for the rest of the playthrough. And yeah, getting close to finishing sequence 7 now. Also finished sequence 6 earlier. But yeah, gonna do a bit of naval contracts here in a bit more once we finish with this sequence. How's it going for you? Hello there, Seraph, welcome in. What do you call the pirate? The Max C. Indeed. And what do the pirates sell on the stream? I show myself out. Glad to hear that. You're doing well. Just had lunch. Very nice, Amita. That's good to hear. Hope you enjoyed your lunch. Also, Seraph.
Head full of knowledge ain't no use when your head's full of lead.
Just to put that off, huh? Hello, Valio. Welcome in. What is a pirate's favorite letter of the alphabet? R. Clearly. How's it going, Leo? Welcome in, dude. I mean, that's very true as well, Leo, yeah. You know, the C, calm is that one. They're both quite important. Had some delicious pizza. Oh, hell yeah, Mita. Pizza is always good. Also, I will be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. Just had to check on my own food for tonight.
Let's furl your sails.
Damn, Amita, thank you for a 15 stream streak. Cheers, dude. But yeah, we're pretty much set up now to use a fire ship to make an escape through the blockade and escape Nassau, but yeah, it won't quite be the same afterwards anymore. All the pirates kind of like leaving it behind to the British. The British. In it. But he's always silent, that's for sure. I like how Jack Rackham is sitting on a barrel of explosives. Oh, smoking. This guy is just so oblivious. Howdy, howdy. Welcome in. And hello, Varot. How's it going, dude? Thank you so much for the raid and welcome in, raiders. How was your stream today? I hope you had a good time. Welcome in, Keone. Thank you for joining with the raid. Welcome back, Seraph. Long time no see. Hello there, Maximum as well. Welcome in. Thank you for joining with the raid. That was perfect timing. Setting up the Rod Jam, the Kenway Jam. For anyone who didn't come over with a raid, if you haven't checked out Rod channel before, then I recommend doing so. He's currently doing a horror month for October and yeah, playing through predominantly, you know, horror and scary games. At the moment he's doing Alan Wake 1, which he just finished, and now working on the second Alan Wake game. Where he's going for a complete playthrough, which includes playing through the game twice in different ways. And yeah, he's also a massive fan of Assassin's Creed, so you can catch those games on regular as well over on his channel. So definitely have a look if you haven't before. red rum. Exactly. Need all the rum and sugar. Hello Varrot, welcome in dude. How's it going? Thank you so much for the raid. And hope you had a good stream today with Awake 2.
Commodore's dead. Are we ready?
We're close. We've got a problem with the galleon. There's a couple of dozen. Bloody hell. You'd raise a cloud here, lout! You sat on enough gunpowder to blow New Providence off its rocks!
Lay off me, mate. I'm well chafed.
As I was telling, a squad of lobsters has commandeered our galleon. We're gonna have to clear it out before we use them cannons to blow the blockade.
That's no worries of a shout out, dude. That really sucks that your stream auto-ended. That's so weird. Hopefully, you know, you didn't plan on going, you know, too much longer, so you didn't like miss out on, you know, potentially streaming more today. But yeah, I hope you had a good time with Awake 2.
Loose all and trim sharp to the wind!
Close down! Man your ship! Brits are on to us. Look there! Beat your quarters!
Fire!
Down
to the
commander!
tree!
She's scorrels!
Hold her in! Ready to fire! Miss!
Okay, we gotta
Ready to fire!
sink a ship with fire barrels here. Make sure of that.
Sail off and bring in those royals! Now!
Blew up! Blew up! Fire!
The whole place shot there!
Grab them duck on the wind! Fire! Fire! We must
Not quite. Maybe now.
They're on the ball line! Let themselves expose!
Keep it afloat.
Okay, that works. That's all the objectives complete here. Now we just gotta work on protecting the fire ship.
Coming down to the drink! Down to the drink! Get up to planks! Fire! That's with the most tender! Cannon ready! She's vulnerable there, Captain! Down to the drink!
Thank you for the lurker meter. Best of luck with the cleaning. Hope it goes well.
Here it comes! Steady, lads! Hold her in! Bring the yards off the wind!
They're no
Fire! Down to it with the most tender! You take it! Mains out, let's go! Top! Gallant! Royal!
But it's very strange. It's almost 1 AM, so I didn't want to stream too much longer. But definitely not where it auto-ended. Got a little progress done in 3 hours. Oh, that's good, dude. I'm glad that, you know, you got some good progress done. But it definitely sucks when you can't, you know, end the stream when you want to.
Enemy making for a losing! We've all through! Get clear of the fleet now and we'll hold three.
Grapples ready! Just say the word, Cast away! Adrift in the road! Fancy a wee swim, do ye? Now's all but me! Bring yourself forward!
mighty mess there.
Burn, you bastards! They're burning up your ass, governor!
Prancing about like they took a prize.
Windy weather and storm. Oh yeah. Like some of Shandy's definitely wanna make you sing along. Yeah, me mateys. Hello over Bioshock, welcome in. And good day. But yeah, that finishes sequence 7 already. Definitely making some good progress on the main story today. October 1718.
Oh, hi, kid. You missed quite a time.
Aye. Pity about Nassau and Blackbeard flying the coop.
Well, we'll see about Thatch.
Vane's off to see him now, and I'm following soon.
This is what's left of your experiment in democracy.
Aye. We do as we please here, and we take our time doing it.
For Christ's sake, Edward. Don't anything but the stink of riches wrinkle your nose.
What's got into you, man?
Reality, mate. Reality. See that you ain't pulled into the drink by this drowning rat.
Oi! I've lived longer than most men who trod this path.
Also, be right back. Alrighty. Very windy and stormy weather. It's definitely fitting, that song and that moment where they're singing it. And thank you for the GGs, dude. It's certainly interesting, you know, with a timeline order and doing so much of the side content like very early in the game. But in a way it makes sense, you know, because once you get to the last kind of like sequences, Also tends to be kind of like somewhat of an urgency to what's happening. Not like gonna end up spending too much time, you know, doing like errands and all that. Okay, let's refill on some ammunition. And we're gonna change our outfit. Let's just go to Edward's classic robes here for now. That's a great point. It's cool to sort out content by context of various things. Definitely. Can also really lead to like a new experience of playing the game. Doing things in those kind of like orders of context.
What have you been eating today?
Okay, can I get anything here that isn't the robot armor? Apparently not. This one looks pretty cool, but 300 metal for a visual upgrade is a lot. I'm gonna go and change my design regardless. Let's go with the Altair figurehead here. The classic jackdaw wheel. And let's go with Altair's cells. Bit of an homage to a legendary character. Hello there, Gorky, welcome in.
Run to the business, lad.
Good day. Just a few bits. Yeah, just a few. It's fine, I mean, I'm sure Edward can afford this.
Captain has the helm.
Okay, so we got a few naval contracts to do now before we head back into the main story of Sequence 8. Of course, I believe in Sequence 8 there's also a lot of the main story happening like back to back, so definitely a good idea to do it now. Let's have a look what's closest here. Okay, so we definitely have 2 naval contracts in Chinchorro to do, so taking us all the way to the west side here, very close to the assassin hideout in Tulum. Then we also have a last naval contract in Contour to do, so it also takes us in this kind of like general area. Matanzas is one of the locations we want to kind of go to for one of the treasure maps, actually. And then we also got the Dry Tortuga naval contract, so it definitely would make sense to sail over the north side here, down there, I guess, to do the content. And we're also looking for the location Corozal, wherever that was. Petit Cavern is another location for a treasure map we want to go to. Ah yeah, Corozal's over here. Okay. So actually, considering that the main story is like all the way here to the north, it would make more sense to go like the south way here and start with Petit Cavern as our first location for the treasure map. We're gonna do a bit of a round trip, I guess, but yeah, with no fast travel, I kind of want to plan my route, you know, and not just go back and forth. That will actually save us some time. So we're gonna do a round trip here through the east to the south to the west.
Crowd on every inch of sail! Stunsels, let's ride the squall! Starboard! Some wrecked cargo adrift here.
This is one of the AC games you didn't like. So what didn't you like about it, Ogoki? If you want to elaborate, if you know not, that's fine too.
Up aloft and reefs the topsail, and it's windy weather, stormy weather, when the wind blows, we're all together, blow even blow, Johnny Sou'wester, boy, steady she goes. And then up jumps the shark with his 9 rows of teeth, saying, you eat the dough, boys, and I'll eat the beef, and it's windy weather, stormy weather.
You didn't like you were on boats most of the time. That's definitely fair. I can 100% understand that. When you know, Black Flag was announced initially, and it was like clear it's like a pirate game and focused on pretty much 50% you know, water to land combat and exploration. I wasn't too psyched for it, you know. We already got a glimpse in it, of it in AC3 with a naval, and whenever that happened, I just straight up wanted to skip it when I first played the game. So I wasn't really looking too much forward to Black Flag, but yeah, playing it though, it really won me over. But still, you know, it's not really what the classic AC experience is like, you know, or what it is about. So it was quite a change in like focus, you know. I mean, also the first time we don't really play as like, you know, an assassin for most of the game. Oh yeah, that's the third white whale here. So after this one we can craft a whaler outfit. But there can be deal breaker, you know, having like so much naval in an AC game for some people, and I definitely get it. Most of the time I'd also prefer, you know, having like urban environments in cities, but at the same time also don't mind role-playing as people who aren't assassins, I guess.
There she blows! A hump like a snowhead!
Yeah, Rod, that shanty was really good. Always trying to get all the shanties collected, wherever I am. Maximum variety.
He's over there! Tie her down! He's off! You see that, lads? Good hit, Captain! There! Good hit, Captain! He's coming on! Watch it! The tail! Gotcha! The grand shot, Captain! Nice gun, sir! I don't see it! Tie her down! Hold fast! Here we go! The beast is hurt! Ha! Ha! Yes! He's not flying away, Captain! That tail's coming! Time to end this, Captain! You did it, Captain!
Look at the size of him!
Yeah, exactly. You know, at least there's a good incentive behind running after them. But the almanac pages were just so much to read and not all that interesting. But I guess I'm gonna actually read them because they're quite historically relevant. Since, like, you know, based on actual documents from Benjamin Franklin, wasn't it? But I have to think about it whether or not I maybe compile the information or read all of it, because I did it once and yeah, it felt like once was enough. Yeah, that's it as well, you know, it's definitely written in that Old English language. Which can be tricky, you know, reading it like a really long and elaborate text.
All in the stunts! Stunts up with a will!
Okay, so one of the treasure maps location is here. Which is actually relevant for like an elite plan or something.
Miss a shot at.
I've seen better men than you set off a barrel. One flicker of scorched tobacco, and you're no but Jetson.
Unless you record yourself reading them and then just play the file. That's actually not a bad idea. You know, like do it once and then you never have to redo it again. Or let it be pre-recorded through David Attenborough voice. Make it sound more like a documentary.
fight for my family.
Ready with that one, Jones. It'll blow us all up.
This is more like it.
Smoke bombs. Hell yeah. It's like, yes, science. Okay, we're still looking for the treasure map location here. Our coordinates are 894 to 63. Must actually be up here somewhere. There it is. Elite heavy shot storage. Hell yeah. I mean, it's not like, you know, overly important, but in those like huge boss battles, you know, against the legendary ships, it can be useful. Stealing me treasure again. Always, 24/7. Aha! I found me treasure. Got what we came for. So I guess next location. Would be down here. Corozal. And then also Chinchorro. Then we have Contoyor and then Dry Tortuga. Yeah. Damn. 13 kilometers. It's gonna be a short trip here. Now the question is, hold on. We can have a look for underwater locations we haven't done yet. Like this one. Because we're still looking for underwater or upgrade plans that you can find underwater. I really love that effect too. Just really adds to the atmosphere of like where you're sailing. If you're like on the open ocean or like, you know, close to the shoreline. Between like huge rock formations. Shit, it's coming for me.
We will be dragged down to our death. Starboard, Captain. Human Fluxon, Captain. Think he's breathing.
Okay. It stopped.
Storm, Captain. Looks back.
Odin is with us!
Odin is with us. And 4 as well. Oh. Didn't realize I was going that way. Well, that's fine. But I guess in that case I'm actually gonna do this underwater location first. I found another white whale location? Damn. That's like 2 in like half an hour. Definitely done that before. Yeah. It's like, go left or right of this island? Oh, whoops. I guess this was like a much bigger landmass than I anticipated. Young man, dies ist meine Frau. The Dutchman. That's how it really sounds.
here for spearing, Captain.
Okay, so that's a killer whale here. Let's have a quick look at the crafting, if there's any killer whales I still have to hunt. Doesn't seem like. Yeah, we're good.
Something down below us, sir.
Ease off the wind! Reef the mains! Clew up gallants! Ease off the wind!
Motherfucker. I hate these guys. Always jump scare me. Some creative names for these underwater wrecks. Yeah, like the Devil's Eye Caverns. It's a pretty cool name. Yeah, I just wanted to look if there's any chests I missed on this side here, but nope. Once in Shadow of a Tomb Raider. I really want to replay these games at some point. The Tomb Raider trilogy, which is so much fun. Maybe actually attempting the 100%. Since so far I've only played them once each. But actually 2013 I played twice. But I've never done 100%. oxygen is running low. I think I missed an opportunity there to actually take some... Fuck. You gotta be fast now. Kinda forgot to go to a surface there. Okay. It's fine. It definitely strike me as games that would be, you know, rewarding to do the 100% with. And not like it takes, you know, kind of like 100 hours to get done either. Which is always nice. Okay, nice. Got a plan for the lead swivel gun. That's a really good one. Because the swivel gun is like a constant source of damage for you, no matter if you're like lacking ammunition or not. Definitely doable under that many hours. Yeah. Yeah, some games are just way too much of a time investment sometimes to attempt 100%. Other games, you know, definitely worth investing that much time in. For instance, doing the 100% Red Dead 2, I'm quite looking forward to, and I'm certain, you know, it will be worth my time. I mean, already in my previous playthroughs I've done it quite in depth, but never to that amount though. And it was always such a great time. Spending so much time also with the game.
They are lost on the floor, come on! Crowd it all on! They thought I heard the old man say, leave her, Johnny, leave her. Tomorrow ye will get your pay, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her.
Just had a look when we can actually do the naval contracts in Charlotte here, but they are actually taking place in the next year, 17-19. So still gotta wait a bit. be a storm, Captain. What shall we do? What shall we do with a storm? And maybe just outsail it. That's always a good idea.
Look here, sir.
The blue hole. There we go. Finally the plan. For the lead set of cannons. Hell fucking yeah. That's excellent. And somehow managed not to get attacked by sharks there, given how many the Servo actually had. I think that might have been the shark heaviest underwater location. Alright, that's another elite plan that we've gotten. Which means next gonna move to Corozal.
Unfold mains, let's move! Loose all, let's move! Aloft, lads! Check those royals!
Sally Brown, she's the gal for big boys.
Thank you, Sandy, for the nicely done. Definitely can be tricky, you know. Like sometimes you also have to get lucky with where the sharks are actually swimming at what point, since it's not always happening in your field of view when you're swimming.
Lovely on the fore, yeah, she's lovely down below, boys. She's lovely 'cause she loves me, that's all I want to know, boys. Oh, Captain Baker, how do you store your cargo? Some I stow forward and some I stow after.
They can be sneaky bastards, indeed. Those sea dogs.
40 fathoms or more below. Oh, way high and up she rises. Way high and the blocks is different sizes. Oh, one more pull, don't you hear the mate a bawling? One more pull, that's the end of our hauling. Sally Brown, she's the gal for me, boys. Sally Brown, she's the gal for me, boys.
Larboard, Captain. Seems we got a survivor.
Survivor. A survivor in it. A British survivor.
Careful, Captain. These waters are closely watched by our enemies. All weather there, Captain.
Survivor. Yeah. I love when people kind of like pronounce the end of like or air like that.
Storm, Captain. Looks bad. Fire! The mortar would be ideal. Fire! Incoming fire!
Ship coming after us, sir! It's a brig! Their ancients are Spanish! Seems to be alone, sir!
The wind is picking up nasty. Keep a safe distance and use the mortar on her.
Please tell me, what is this sailboat's name?
Tell me now, what is this good boat's name? Well, now, me boys, we are bound out to sea. Oh, windward Caroline, come down to me. She's lovely aloft and she's lovely below. But she's best on her back, as you very well know. Away,
Sailboat Malacca. Oh, that's funny. It's a sailboat that Enterprise that Barnabas was opening after service at the Adrestia. Given now he's like the biggest source of Malaccas, clearly.
Working on it, Hardy, sir!
Hello, Vashilla, welcome, dude. That's a lot of metal there. Me likey. You might be a bit late. Never too late to raid, as I like to say.
Look, they fire mortars, Captain! Give me some speed! Ready to fire! We're ready, sir! Stay out of their range, Captain! Fire! That's a good shot! Ready to fire, sir! On your mark! Fire! 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 I got it! Look, Captain, well placed up there! Refit, all cops!
So much metal. That's too kind for you to bring it. It's gonna make getting my elite upgrades easier.
Reef! Short and all sail! Loose and catch the wind! Come on, you slugs, man! Go! Heave ho!
What the fuck? One of the Spanish guys got launched into the air.
As much sail as you can! All sails loose and stairs tight! Fire! Captain, well placed to place! Ground on every inch of sail! We're ready, sir! Fire! Fire!
Let's help out my pirate buddy here.
Ready to fire, sir! Ready to fire! Raise! Take a shot! Right there, sir! Fire! Fire!
them all in! Pull! Pull!
You should have used that swing rope in your water's lava challenge. It definitely could have helped, yeah. But sometimes it can also be tricky because sometimes if your ship is too close to the other ship, then you swing over the other ship into the water again on the other side. Definitely had that one happen before. Especially when Edward doesn't want to like attack someone while swinging because the targeting can be a bit finicky. But definitely helps the rope swing. Okay, let's have a look if we can get any upgrades. I would think so. Indeed. Yeah, we can get further broadside cannon upgrades. But I'm not even on the halfway mark there. Honestly, the swivel strength might actually be more of a game changer right now. Because with the swivel upgrade, we also get like a much faster like shooting process, right? We can now hold Y and then it will auto, you know, attack all the weak points without us having to repress Y. So it makes the whole process of like hitting weak points much faster. So I'm actually gonna get this first. But yeah, after that I'm definitely gonna focus on the broadside cannons here. Let's also get the heavy shot storage upgrade. And that's it. But they're definitely in need of meadow here. Primarily. With Roberts you were cautious and just shot him from the railing of a jack door. That's definitely fair too, you know. I mean, whatever works, kind of like not run into risk of like, you know, failing the challenge. Within the confines of what's allowed. Used to farm resources for the upgrades by just not ever lower your wanted level because the pirate hunters have so much good stuff with them. That's very true, yeah. Like the later upgrades, you know, but even earlier ones already have like a decent amount of like metal quite often.
Satisfactorio.
That face on Edward with a close-up. He looks a bit angry. But considering what's currently happening to his buddies, I think that's understandable. Okay, got another tavern here. The assassination contracts. And that's everything of interest, really. That's what I'm also thinking while replaying this game at the moment, you know, like just how good the game still is to this day, and just how they nailed, you know, the whole like feeling, you know, of like playing as a pirate and sailing the seas. It would be difficult to top that, you know. There's only so much you can do with like modern technologies and like graphics and stuff, you know, but there's just something fundamental about this game where it just clicks. And even having this as like a, you know, blueprint, it's definitely no guarantee that it's gonna be as fun or as well feeling. The unworthy brother. This treacherous pirate captain wishes to capture Fort Chinchorro for himself. Don't let him. So Chinchorro is actually one of the locations you have to go to for the next naval contracts. So once we have gotten our target there, we can combine that with the next, you know, naval stuff here.
Get the mainsails into the wind.
Good timing.
Man your sheets. To larboard, sir! Sir! There's loot floating here! Goes the royals, toss!
That's a lot of loot.
Let's get moving! Ride the wind, for all's is worth!
Wait for day, that we get our pay. She was built in brown and toy, out together with bits of toy. And wait for day, that we get our pay. Nothing in the galley, nothing in the hole. Skippers turned in with a bag of gold. And we'll wait for day.
Exactly, you know, there's so much that you can't just easily make better just by, you know, having more advanced technologies. Okay, so this is a dead end here. Never mind.
Loose topsails, gallants and royals!
Into the amber and up to town. Pump, you blinders, pump those round. Wait for day, that we get our pay. Wait for day, that we get our pay.
Starboard, Captain! Some wreck's cargo adrift here, sir.
It's there that the river brings down golden sand, and we're down for the Royal.
Fire the captain, he let us in a dead end. If you keep talking like that, then you're gonna end in a dead end.
Away, you
Crew up tops! Douse those men!
Ahoy, Captain! Need to go underground?
Many men's afraid of Kenway. Devil, they call him. But I got one thing he don't have. This fort. I'd love to see the devil try to get past my men. He won't, of course, but if he did, oh, I'd show him hell.
I bet you would. If you'd ever fought the half-guffer, then you'd know what I mean.
Tell it to the sea. I'm sick of your boasting and speaking in tongues.
You'll regret saying that when you're face to face with the monster of the north. It'll swallow you and your ship with it. And any whales that happen to be nearby at the time.
If it was no match for your swellhead, he don't scare me.
What happened?
But it's funny to see how no other company ever used the expression quadruple A, and it basically is a meme to describe how badly Ubisoft is nowadays. Yeah, definitely, you know, really backfired when they were, you know, saying that, especially, you know, in regards to the game they're describing. You know, I guess what he was trying to say is like the amount of resources they spent on it, I guess, could be worth a quadruple A game, you know. But what they actually created with it is far from it. But yeah, there's definitely lots of time and resources that, you know, went into the creation process of the game, but that's no guarantee whatsoever for having an actual good game. Contraband. Greetings, privateer. It is time to take a stand against those Spanish contrabandists. Though they claim to be operating under orders of the Spanish crown, their very ships carrying smuggled goods of a most pernicious nature. Will you help me end their tyranny? Okay, so I just gotta sink some Spanish frigates and bricks here. No ship in particular. Smuggled. Smuggle it. Smuggler.
Fire! We're ready, sir! Fire! Concentrate on the task at hand! Brace for impact! Fire!
With what we have taken, we can improve the ship, Captain.
Swim us off the wind! Hey-ho! Loose main sail! Hey-ho! Gallant! Royal! Start!
We're ready!
Fire! Ready to fire, sir! Enemy firing!
What the fuck? Gotta love when Edward does this. It's like perfect opportunity to go to have a ship. But no. I was about to say, is that from I'm in a bear suit? That emote? But yeah, it sure is. Nice.
Fire!
And there we go. That's the next naval contract finished. Let's quickly board this ship as well here because it has like tons of wood, which could be good. It's cool using advanced tactics like travel speed during combat to gain an advantage of an enemy ship. It comes in really handy for sure against those bricks that wanna ram you, because kinda like can outmatch their speed with travel speed. But definitely love the kind of tactics you can employ in this game. And how you can chain certain attacks together as well. was so funny seeing how happy they are. It's like, you made it. You're the captain now. Okay, I guess we can go back to Chinchorro here for the next naval contract. But that will be the last mission for today, though.
Luthor, let's move!
The tears of laughter. Yeah. Such joy. They're just so happy for each other. Genuinely.
Back clip! All in the stunts! Toss the mains! Muzzle them!
Seems you could use a little help disappearing.
Smuggler's Den. Smugglers. Greetings, privateer. This is a black day for liberty. One of my warehouses located, it is true, in what was once a smuggler's den, is being blockaded by a Spanish fleet. It is my fervent hope that you will free my merchandise from these imperialist oppressors. Don't mind if I do.
Captain has the helm. Loose and trim too! All sail! She'll take it!
That would be a great sound command. Of the smuggler quotes in this game. In that one mission alone, there's like over a dozen.
Sir, to starboard! Some sort of cargo there, sir! Fire! Last man cleans the bilge! On your mark, come in! Fire! Fire! Quarters, Captain! No back ride! I get some shot, Captain! Their firepower is great! Keep the distance! Goes the gallants and royal! Fire! Fire! Come on! Hit the bastards! Loose all and trim shot to the wing! Fire! There's a good shock of cripple! Gun to planks! Awaiting orders! Goes all for tanks! Fire! Get it down! Firing! Fire! Fire! Ease off the wind! Ready to fire! Look, Captain! Push the brakes in there! Down! Are you mad, Captain? Do not let fire! Captain! Damn these eyes! Cannon ready! Fire! Concentrate on the task at hand, sir! Fire! Keep this right there, fire! Reach the topsail, you got it! Look, Captain! Push the fire! Gun to planks! Sun's up! Let's get moving! Oh! Reel the lovers in! just to... Income knows all but me! Fire! They're on the ball!
There we go. That's the Smuggler's Den Navy contract complete. Alrighty, let's have a look if we can get any more upgrades here before we call it for today. Yeah, we could get the next broadside cannon upgrade. We could also get the final ram strength. And that's pretty much it. I want to focus on the broadside cannons for now. So let's get the next upgrade here. Oh, we actually still have enough of a ram strength upgrade, the final one. In that case, let's get this too. Thank you for the GG's, Rod. Definitely love, you know, getting super powerful at the end and just destroying frigates and men of wars alike with ease. Welcome back, Amita. Hell yeah, dude, that's great that you got all the cleaning done. Yeah, I'm just about to call it for today, but yeah, it definitely went well. Got a good amount of progress done with the main story and also got my ship upgraded quite far now. Only a few upgrades left now at this point. But yeah, so we're now at 64% total sync. 97% of the side missions done. And yeah, only sequence 8 to 12 left here. So we have one more assassination contract on Corozal and 2 more naval contracts left to do. But after that we're gonna focus entirely on finishing sequence 8. Then in sequence 9 we're gonna have the last batch of side missions, which is only 3 naval contracts. And from then on out it's just gonna be main story until we finish the game really. And then of course the Freedom Cry DLC, because I'm also gonna be playing that. But yeah, I think within the next week or so we might be able to finish the main story of Black Flag. I have a pretty busy week coming up though, so gonna have to see when I can throw in some streams, but yeah, we're definitely gonna get very close to the end of the main story, I think, in this coming week regardless. But yeah, for today though, let's quit to the main menu. And let's have a look who's online and who we could raid today, shall we? No verse for the stream, Rod. Thank you for being here, and thank you again also so much for the raid earlier as well. So many streams away from playing a Shay again. Yeah, not that many anymore. Like Freedom Cry we're gonna get done in like 1 or 2 streams, probably. And yeah, then we're already off to start Rogue. But the good thing is Rogue will kinda like stretch a bit because you're gonna jump back and forth between Rogue and AC3. So it's not gonna be only Rogue. But definitely a big focus on the Vo. Catch you next time, Amita. Thank you for being here as well, dude. Okay, so Maxi is actually playing some Death Stranding at the moment, and I don't get to rate him like super often. So we're gonna go and have a look over there, see how the game is going for him. If you would like to come over with a raid, feel free to copy and paste these raid emotes here. And in case you want to check out some fellow streamers, then I'm also going to give a couple of shoutouts in chat. Feel free to check out the latest game I've been playing and, you know, the link to the channel as well, if you're interested. The music in this game, it's so good. Yeah, I never get tired of the soundtrack. Really wouldn't mind Brian Tyler making a comeback eventually to the series. No verse of a shout out either, Amita. Hope you have a good rest of your day or night too as well, Rod. Thanks for being here. And no verse ever for the shout out. I catch you guys next time.